Imagine if you just had a bunch of butts on your head.
If you're gonna take skunk, you're gonna take the cute part of the skunk, which is its face. You're not gonna take its smelly asshole. No.
But that's like the powerful part.
That's what a real butt head looks like.
Okay, like what the fuck? I was just sitting here and a gnat literally flew out of the sky, hit my phone screen so hard that it died on impact. And just I was just sitting here and all of a sudden there's a fucking bug corpse on my phone.
Ew.
It's so disrespectful.
How dare it die in your presence?
I mean, how stupid can you be? It literally hit it so hard.
I do not know what to say about that.
But,
Oh my god, I'll kill you. You fly into my phone screen.
I would love to.
Damn.
Why did that sound like weirdly sexual? The way you responded, you were like, I would love to.
Because it's 10 p.m., it's past my bedtime, and my voice is gravelly.
And that's when you get sexual.
As you get lusty. This is Ena's lusty hours.
She's like, oh, bugs really turn me on.
Oh.
You should know, though, you like Spider-Man.
Oh, is that
I
true?
do. I love him.
No, I just like my voice is like, it gets gravelier as I get tired.
I can tell. You literally sound like you're like, trying to be sultry.
No, I'm really not. I'm just tired.
This episode literally has an expiration time, and it's whenever Ena starts snoring.
Okay, it's for some context. One, it's true that I often do go to bed around 10:30 p.m. But it's also like finals, so I'm dead inside. So forgive my tired.
I'll go to bed at 10 p.m., but am I asleep? No.
Oh, I'm asleep.
I'll be in my bed just hanging out for hours.
I don't even get off of work until after 10 p.m. most days.
Well,
I don't understand this life you guys live. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to Fess Up, where the Fess sisters help spice up your conversations with unique and thought-provoking questions. That's right, we're breaking the ice with a sledgehammer. Okay, usually somebody makes a sound. I was just waiting for that. It didn't happen.
I mean, it just wasn't that special. I've heard it a lot.
For some reason, I know you say it every time, but for some reason this time, I expect you to say breaking the ice with a sledgehammer.
I know.
You know, like
like Yzma. Let me try that line read.
Yeah.
That's right, we're breaking the ice with a sledgehammer. How's that?
Yes, Yzma.
Okay. Oh, fuck. How do I introduce myself? Everything's wrong. What's going on?
It's because we're recording at night.
At night.
At night.
If you're listening to this voice, this is the sound of Amy's voice at night.
This is the sound of the hash-slinging slasher, a.k.a. Marissa, at night.
And this is the sound of Ena at night, where her voice literally changes because she's so tired.
You're like a Pokemon. You know how sometimes the Pokemon looks different depending on the season?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I swear I'm not, trying to make a voice. It's just...
You don't really sound that different. I don't really know what you're talking about.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
As someone who shares her voice, I can hear it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know what to tell you. What to tell you is I may be a wrestler very soon.
What?
I might be being a wrestler soon.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by, being a wrestler, though?
The Rock. I'm gonna be the next The Rock.
Full on rock?
But Amy, where are your muscles at, though?
That's not nice.
You don't need no muscles. It's all fake. I mean, I can't say that.
You can't say that.
It's real.
Super real.
Amy? But you look like a 12-year-old.
12-year-olds can wrestle? I see no flaws here.
They can dress her up like a 12-year-old.
That's it.
Because a 12-year-old can't wrestle, but if she looks like one, then maybe her wrestling character can be the 12-year-old.
Well, exactly. You know how they have the Undertaker? They dress him up like someone who makes coffins for a living. They're gonna dress me up like a child and be like, look, it's the child. Here she goes. And I beat someone with a steel chair.
So, like, pigtails and fake braces?
Probably.
Lit.
Is this really for real? Because, like, there's a TV show where this happens, and,
Yeah, it sounds like you're just reciting the plot of Glow.
Except it is my life. See, here's the tea. I applied for something online, and they were like, it's like Glow. And I was like, I fucking love Glow, let's go. So I applied for it, and I was like, I would love to be at a TV show where there's some wrestling. That sounds fun. And then they were like, yo, do you know self-defense or yoga or stage combat? And I was like, all three of those. In fact, I'm a black belt in karate. And they were like, damn, son, if we hired you, you'd be trained by a real wrestler. And I was like, wait a minute, what? And they're like, yeah, please submit. And I was like, oh shit. This is a wrestling thing, like a real one. And they're like, yeah, but we want you though. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I did it. And they were like, yeah, we definitely want you. We already know your character. So like, you're hired. And I was like, wait, what?
So what you're saying is they were like, it's like Glow. And you thought like, oh, it's like the TV show. But instead they were like, no, it's like literally like Glow. Like it's happening to you in real life. You know, the actress applies to be a wrestler and then like actually becomes one. And it's really
Okay, but
it's like a fish out of water scenario.
That is literally what's happening to me, yes.
Can we please do a little rundown of Amy's resume here? Because
I have the most eclectic list of jobs, I swear.
Amy.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Are you ready? I started out, my first job was being a mascot and sometimes a Disney princess at kids' parties. Then I went to college and I came back for a summer and worked at Xerox.
A printing company?
Yes, a printing company. I had to test out printers, some very small, some as big as a fucking room. Wild shit. And then after that, I moved to the city and I became a dog walker for a while, and that sucked ass. And then I became a clown for children's parties where I did face
A
paint.
legitimate clown.
I was a real ass clown. Named Mittens. I was Mittens the clown. So I was Mittens the clown, and I would clown for like 2.5 years. I did face painting and balloon animals, a magic show, and I sometimes dressed up as a mascot, and I sometimes dressed up as a Disney princess also. And then I did grocery store for way too fucking long, and now here I am, wrestler.
Bam.
Did I miss one?
That's like a super normal progression of events.
Yeah. Everyone who works at a grocery store becomes a wrestler. I don't know why we're acting like this is some weird thing.
Chronologically, like that's the traditional American professional experience.
It is. The thing is, working at a grocery store or retail in general, but especially grocery, you just like meet the scuzz of the earth, and it really makes you want to wrestle. So now I just want to give them the arm bar, hit them with the steel chair, and shove their carrots down their throat. And now I'm gonna get to do that, but on someone else in a way that we have rehearsed. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So when you see the next The Rock or John Cena, but it's me, Amy Fess, that's it. Except my name won't be Amy Fess. They're giving me a character name.
Right.
That's okay.
But it will be Amy Fess afterwards. Like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is technically Dwayne Johnson now, but like,
Now.
he's The Rock.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's take bets, listeners, on whether Amy's new identity will consume her or not.
Well, it just depends on how catchy the name is.
Will Amy be able to wrestle with her identity?
Yes, more will be revealed as I am allowed to reveal it.
Are you even allowed to reveal this?
Yeah, I think I can reveal it.
I mean, you didn't say who you're wrestling for, so it's fine.
I mean, they also posted me already on Instagram saying that I was signed.
Oh,
So
there you go.
they did it technically before I had signed any paperwork. And they said, she's signed. And I was like, am I?
That's hysterical.
But, I like, really, at this point, it's like, it is happening for sure, but like I don't want to say 100% it's happening until I've like attended the first training or whatever is happening, you know? Like I don't want to be like, yes, it's happening and then have it fall through, but like by all intents and purposes it's happening right now. And I've like not been so excited for something in a hot minute, so I don't know.
It's really, really something, I gotta say.
It's like an adventure. I love it for you.
Thank you. How about our first question?
I would love it.
What would be the best animal to replace the snakes in Medusa's hair?
Imagine if she just had a bunch of hedgehogs and it was like little hedgehog buns everywhere.
Oh, hedgehogs would be great. Hedgehogs would look like actual hair, like a spiky updo.
I was gonna say that it's obviously weasels.
Weasels?
Yeah. Because they're long and dangly, right? So they can be like long flowing hair, but they're also so soft.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want to touch it.
My first thought was hamsters. I don't think it's a very good one. My gut instinct was hamster, and then you said hedgehog. I was like, shit.
Hedgehogs is way better.
I want a bunch of Sonics on my head.
Hedgehogs discourage people from touching your hair, and weasels kind of encourages it because they're so soft. But they'll bite you, and they'll scratch you. But I think in general, the weasels route is for someone who doesn't mind having their hair played with, and the hedgehogs, no.
Right, but see, I feel like Medusa is kind of like a hands-off person. That's the vibes she gives me. So I think the hedgehogs makes the most sense for her specifically.
What if we went in a different direction and thought like snakes with arms, so lizards?
I thought you were going to say, like, Satan.
Yeah, what if, like, Satan the animal was...
You know, like, 'cause straight up in the Bible, they were like, snakes had legs.
Oh.
And then he took them away. It was a whole thing.
What if she had, like, bearded dragons on her head?
I love that.
That would be great.
That would be wild. Honestly, I like that aesthetic.
But she could only have, like, 2, maybe 3, and they would be, like, really heavy.
Well, I guess no matter what, it's gonna be heavy, isn't it? I can't imagine snakes are all that light.
Yeah, but bearded dragons are like, that's like being like, well, how about greyhounds? And she'll just have one big greyhound sticking off the back of her head.
And maybe that could be it. Like, I'm imagining just like 3 bearded dragons. Like, one on each side of her head and then her face.
And then one in the back.
Yeah, there's like one on either side, one in the back, and then her face is in the front.
Okay.
She needs a neck brace.
Probably.
She needs like a serious chiropractor to help her out with that.
Whoever cursed her, I forget who cursed her at this point, but whoever cursed her was not really thinking
It was Athena.
about her poor neck. Athena, that bitch, was not thinking about Medusa's neck.
She probably was. She was like, this is gonna hurt.
Oh, maybe. They were kind of rude to her, even though she shouldn't have been.
I mean, all god curses are pretty fucking rude. They always make it so petty.
I know.
All Greek gods are the pettiest shits in the world.
Okay, but like going back to the original question, I did have a funny thought of like, what if we had like a Medusa disco 70s moment and she had like a lamb on her head or a sheep on her head and it was just like Afro time.
And like her whole head is just like the back of the sheep and then it just has like its head and legs dangling off either side.
Yeah.
That would be fabulous.
Well, okay. In this way of creativity, what if because I like the whole snaky look for her, and I keep heading back to that direction. What if it was just a bunch of, like, swans, but just, like, neck up?
So decapitated swans.
Because swans are vicious. I just feel like Medusa would want to be vicious somehow, and swans are, like, one of the evilest birds.
I just feel like the swans would, like, eat her ears or something. Like, the swans would be mean to her, too. I don't know. I don't think you can tame a swan. Like, I do think you can tame a snake before you can tame a swan.
She can cut her hair. She'll buzz it. Chop all their heads off. They'll learn eventually.
If it's the same swan growing back.
Their ancestors will pass down the tail.
Oh, you know what'd be cool? Skunks. She's got highlights now.
But is it just their butts?
No, it's a whole skunk.
Aw.
No, we don't want just skunk butt.
That would be so funny. It would be so funny, though.
She would be like, wow, built-in weed perfume. Like,
Imagine if you just had a bunch of butts on your head.
If you're gonna take skunk, you're gonna take the cute part of the skunk, which is its face. You're not gonna take its smelly asshole. No.
But that's like the powerful part.
That's what a real butt head looks like.
Wow. All right. You can start snoring now. I'm over you.
Okay. Okay.
Butthead.
Well,
Oh.
I guess I'm not needed on this here podcast.
Oh, stay. But only if you tell me another animal that could be on Medusa's head.
Yeah, give us one more.
What if she just had like a bunch of jellyfish on her head? I feel like
Oh my.
that would be a really interesting hairdo.
I like it.
You know, it's still got tendrils, so it's got like strands going on, but it's also all blobby. I feel like that would make for...
It would look like she's constantly in a bonnet.
It would look like quite a look.
It would be quite a look.
Ooh, what about an octopus on her head in that same vibe?
Ooh, yes. No, I'm loving that.
With just the tentacles as her hair, yes.
That's fabulous. That's fashion.
Okay, well, see, our idea's getting better and better. I have the best one. What if it's monkeys, but just their arms?
Why are you severing limbs from the animals? Just let them be whole. Let the animals be whole. Why? Why?
She can crawl around by her head.
No! Nobody wants that.
She can hold like 20 bananas.
No!
She can hold like 20 bananas.
No!
I can't get the word bananas out. I'm laughing too hard. I'm crying.
Jesus Christ.
This is what happens when we record past 10 p.m.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
No. Go to another question.
I was gonna say we're gonna take that energy and leave it with Medusa, and we're gonna go.
I don't think that's true.
We're gonna go forward into a bit.
A bit. A bit.
Don't worry, I know you are stressed because it's late and your minds are fried, but I have an easy one for you, okay? This is a simple bit we know and love. Don't even have to explain it, because it's fuck, marry, kill.
Yes! Yes! I love
Only
this
Marissa's
game.
into that one, apparently.
I love this game.
It's a good game. We've got 3 here. Here we go. We'll start with this. Let's try to, do them kind of fast if we can, so that we can get through all 3.
All right.
The first one is snap, crackle, and pop.
Which one is which?
I have to look it up right now, actually.
Oof, yeah,
But
tell me just hair colors will let me know.
I think snap is the redhead, crackle is the blonde, and pop is the brunette.
Okay, so I've always wanted to marry Snap because as a kid, I loved anyone with red hair because they reminded me of my mom. And I thought she was really cool.
Because Mom drilled it into our heads that redheaded grandchild is the only thing she'd ever love.
Literally, she wants redheads so bad. Anyway, so I always liked Snap the best because he had red hair. And I thought Crackle was fun, so I would fuck him. And I hated Pop for no reason. I have no reason, but I hated him, so I'd kill him.
You know, I'm gonna be real. All of them annoyed me pretty bad. There was no redeeming qualities to any of them. But the most boring one was absolutely Snap by far. Snap, picked a boring sound, is boring in life. Every picture he's in, he looks slightly tired. I don't like him. So I'm killing Snap. Pop seems like steady, clear-headed dude. So I think I would marry him. He also could be fun because Pop is the most fun sound, and it's usually written like the comic book, pow sign, which I love. Crackle, his hat drives me fucking nuts. His hairstyle drives me fucking nuts. But he is the most zany and fun. So I would just fuck him once and get it over with, and that would be that.
Okay, I'm thinking about this in less about their appearance because they all have the exact same face. The only real difference is the hair. So I'm thinking about their onomatopoeic names. Okay, so Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Okay, Pop is the most fun.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be an enjoyable marriage with pop.
Absolutely.
Because,
yes.
like, I mean, come on. Who doesn't love pop music, pop stars? Just pop.
I fucking hate pop.
Pop. Popcorn.
Oh, I love popcorn.
Pop is good. Okay.
As a sound, pop is good, but I just, like, you two both love pop and it's annoying me.
I don't love him. I just said all of them annoy me. He's just
Okay,
the least.
but, like, I don't know. I'm on the pop hate train and no one's with me.
No.
Well, I'm sorry. Brunettes stand together.
Oh, geez. I want to change my answer now.
I'm a brunette.
You're a brunette traitor.
I am. I like to dye my hair red.
You are a brunette who considers themselves a redhead. Anyway, so I would marry Pop. And then we got Crackle, which, like, honestly, it feels fun to say. Like, Crackle.
I thought you were going to say you
Crackle,
hated
crackle,
crackle from the sound.
No, that should be you. You always said you hated the word crisp.
Yeah, because crisp is gross. Crackle's not gross.
Crisp is amazing.
They have the same kind of vibes.
No, they
going
do
on,
not.
So I thought that you would hate Crackle.
No.
But, like, Crackle is really fun to say. And Snap is boring, so I'm gonna kill Snap and I'll sleep with
So
Crackle.
you just went a really long way around saying I agree with Amy?
Yeah, saying I'm gonna copy Amy to a T.
To a T.
I am gonna copy Amy, and it's 10:43, and I'm tired.
Yeah,
if you-
Amy said let's do this quick, and you were like, let's draw this out.
I thought you were going to change your mind because you insisted upon saying the whole thing.
Do you think I have logic left in my brain? I wrote a 30-page paper
For no
yesterday.
reason. You weren't even supposed to do that.
Oh my god.
They said make it longer than 5 pages. They did not say make it 30 pages.
The reason was I was really anxious.
I've never been that anxious. And that's saying something.
I just really want to graduate. And it's not like it was a paper. It
You
was a
are going
practice
to
journal.
graduate. Okay.
It was a practice journal.
Moving on.
Get your brain to the focus place so we could do number 2, which is flora, fauna, and Merryweather.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm marrying Fauna. She is the best. Just like straight up, she's a sweetie pie. I love the color green. The way she makes the cake is bad, but it's aesthetically fun. So, you know, and she doesn't.
It is not aesthetically fun. I'm sorry.
I like it.
Yikes.
I don't know. I really don't like it. I don't know. But, like, it's fun. It's iconic.
It's a
How's
fun
that?
That's
scene.
fair.
It's not pleasing, though. No one wants that cake.
No, if I saw that cake, I think I would vomit on the spot. But
It's fine. We can use store-bought cakes. I will marry Fauna because she's the best. And then, you know, as a kid, I always was like, Team Merryweather so hard. But, like, yeah, you know what? I still am. Merryweather is a feisty little brat, and I think it's fun. So I'll sleep with her, and I'll kill Flora because she's a bossy-ass bitch.
Fuck. The word is fuck, not sleep with. Say it.
I said it at one point earlier.
say it again.
I will. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
I'll fuck Merryweather.
There we go.
And I'll kill Flora.
Okay. All right. I'll go next. I hate Flora. I'm killing her.
Yeah.
She's rude. And she thinks she's all that, and I'm not here for it. I won't stand for it. Okay. Fauna is the prettiest, so I'll fuck her. Merryweather has the same voice as Lady from Lady in the Trap, so automatically
she
I'm
does, doesn't
attracted.
she?
She does. So automatically I'm attracted to her, and she's just so feisty. But also I have a hunch she would take care of me. So I'm marrying
She
her.
has big U vibes.
She
so-
does. We would either get along like nobody's business, or we would be like the worst combo because we're very similar. But I'm marrying her.
Okay, so I was originally going to say what Ena said, but to be different, I am going to say that I would like to fuck Flora just to dominate the shit out of her. You know she's like out here thinking she's a dom because she's such a bossy ass bitch, but she doesn't know her way around a bedroom at all. She's a pillow princess at heart. She wants to be a dom, and if you tried to dom her, she'd probably like fight back and be an accidental brat. But no, you would dom her, or I would dom her so fast boom, all the control, and she would just be like, at the end of it, be like stuck there contemplating her life, like, oh my god, am I meant to be submissive this whole time? And she's like, wait, you've changed everything. Come back, Amy. I'd be like, deuces. I'm out to sleep with fucking Sleeping Beauty. Adios. So
I'm gonna sleep with your daughter.
yeah. So I would fuck Flora for the hell of it. You gotta marry Fauna, right? No, you know what? You don't have to marry Fauna because she doesn't know how to fucking cook. She's kind of useless. What is she there? What is she gonna do?
She is a big dum-dum.
She's a sweetheart.
She's cute. She's sweet. She's honestly, you wouldn't have to do any work. You just say, hey, look, here's 2 chemicals that shouldn't go together, but you don't necessarily know that they're literally just gonna sit here. I'm gonna tell you to scrub. And then she's gonna accidentally mix them and boom. Like, you don't even have to do that much work. I think she'd accidentally, like, just off herself.
Bam.
And then I'll marry Merryweather because why not? Marry Merryweather sounds hilarious.
That does sound funny. Okay. I accept
There, I'm
this.
different.
That's the first time I've heard of someone spitefully fucking someone and then, like, mercifully killing someone in this game. You flip this game on its head.
I'm here to make a difference. We're switching it up.
You turn it
It's
inside
after
out.
10 p.m. We're switching it up. All right, final one. I get to start this one. Hee hee. Regina George, Gretchen Wieners, and Karen Smith. So, I am going to marry Karen Smith. You cannot not marry Karen Smith. She's everything to me. I love her. She's hilarious. She's gorgeous. She's chef's kiss. I am going to fuck Regina George because that would be hot as shit. Also, hate fucking is chef's kiss. And then Gretchen Wieners is annoying. Is she played by Lacey Chabert, who I love? Yes. But I would, like, totally stab Gretchen and say, like, oh, that's so fetch after she's dead. Okay, there you go.
Oh, that would be hysterical. Oh my god. You're like, something good for Regina, something good for Karen, and none for Gretchen.
None for Gretchen
Okay.
Wieners. Oh my god, yes.
None for Gretchen Wieners.
I would fuck Karen because Amanda Seyfried's gorgeous.
Ooh, yeah.
I would marry Gretchen because I think she's got a heart of gold under there, but also she's, like, not as dumb as Karen, and I need someone who can hold a conversation.
She has an inheritance.
Also, an inheritance, that's good. I don't want to work, so if I don't have to work, that's great. And then I'll kill Regina George. It'll be hard, though. I mean, she didn't die getting hit by that bus.
Yeah, she's a tough nut.
It'll be a challenge. I'll kill her for the challenge.
I am going to fuck Karen because she's so beautiful, but she... Yeah, Putty, yeah.
He also thinks she's beautiful.
Yeah, the cat likes her too. Because she's beautiful, but, like, her head is full of a whole lot of nothing. So I can't get married to that. It's just, I won't be able to do it. I'm gonna kill Gretchen because, ew. She's a poser, and we don't like it. And then I'll marry Regina George.
What?
Because, number one, status. Okay?
True?
The clout I'm gonna get for that is incredible. Will the marriage be rocky? Hell yeah. But she kind of has a penchant for accidentally walking in front of buses. So I feel like it won't take long for her to kill herself just on accident because she's too busy and distracted being mean. And then I inherit her money, which is plentiful. So there you go.
That is beautiful. I can't believe you married Regina George. That's amazing.
I know, right? I'm proud of myself.
Ena, you're going to inherit that toaster strudel money.
Oh, that's true.
Fabulous.
But, like, who wouldn't want to be the arm candy of Regina George, though?
That's fair. At BWG Tweets said, soup of the day implies another, possibly more seductive, soup of the night. What kind of soup would that be?
Ooh.
Okay, this is the perfect time to talk about it because it's night and
It is.
Ena is in a sultry mood. Ena
Ooh.
and Ena also has a group chat devoted literally to soup memes with her
Oh,
friends.
that's true.
Memes only about soup. So she's the soup expert and she's in a sultry mood. Ena, give us the answer.
Oh God, I don't know. There's so many choices. To be honest, I just send the memes. I don't really
You
know that
failed.
much about
You
soup.
failed so hard and I'm disappointed in you.
as much as I'd hate to admit it to my friend group, I don't really have soup that often. The only soup I'm really acquainted with is tomato, which could be sultry, I suppose.
Really? Because anytime I think of chicken noodle soup, you come to mind.
Interesting.
Because as kids, you loved Campbell's chicken noodle.
Oh, that is true.
I mean, that is a good soup. It definitely is. But I'm gonna go with a nice sultry tomato.
And because you don't know anything else, you failed. I'm disappointed.
You want to know what soup of the night is? Split pea.
Ew.
I'm not saying it's good and tasty and delicious, but just listen to that name, split pea soup. It's like kind of sexy a little bit, right? Especially if you're into golden showers.
Split pea.
Split pea soup. Kind of like, you know how dresses have a slit up them when they're like sexy evening gowns, like Jessica Rabbit? Split pea soup. Ooh.
I feel like we need Will Arnett to say it, and then I'll believe you.
That's probably true. Hey, Will Arnett, I know you're listening. Just take a quick, second. Just put it on, TikTok. I'm sure you have a TikTok, Will Arnett. Just, say split pea soup, and that's fine, and tag us. Thanks. At Fess Up Podcast. TikTok. Thank you. What do you think, Marissa?
Well, I have quite an answer, all right?
All right.
Alphabet soup. Because you can write dirty messages in it.
That is true. Maybe we're being too binary with, soup. We're just thinking about soup.
That was the question.
Yeah, but, maybe we think of...
melted ice cream. That's a nighttime soup.
Binary means two, though.
Soup or not soup is the binary, Marissa. But maybe melted ice cream becomes a soup. Or maybe we think of,
chowder.
Chili. Is that chowder? Chili and chowder. Or perhaps...
a bisque.
Me sitting in a hot bath making human soup.
That's nasty. No one wants your soup.
No,
all right,
probably
someone
not.
wants your soup, but I don't want your soup.
It does remind me of Disenchantment. Me flavored water. Me flavored water.
10 cents. Come taste my knees.
I feel like Marissa, if she could, would just laze away in a bath all day and sell the water.
I would laze away in a bath all day, but I guess if someone were buying, I'd sell it.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. If she could do it, she would do it.
But only at night, because that's the whole thing, isn't it? Soup of the night.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I'm we could think of other kinds of soup. I'm just saying we don't have to go with, things that already are soup. We can get a little funky with it. I like the melted ice cream idea for soup of the night.
Well, here's what I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right? I think it's crab bisque. But specifically the recipe of the soup Nazi from Seinfeld, because it literally will make you orgasm. It's so good.
That is amazing.
That's soup of the night right there. If you're into BDSM, right, you have to be a good girl or a good boy, or else no soup for you.
That's true.
That's your punishment.
I do like that idea. Though I also think you can go in a maybe a little bit boring direction, but maybe some not yet indoctrinated into the cult of Fess listeners might have thought, well, what about alcohol? Or one of those punch bowls when you go out to the bar and they're like, a fish bowl, it's $38. And it's 8 different fucking liquors in here and some blue Kool-Aid.
I can see that, but I wouldn't say a punch is a soup, personally, but if it's a sangria, I feel like that's a soup because it's got literal fruits floating in it.
And it would get better if it was one of the warm, sort of winter sangria things, or what they called it. I don't know, but when they mulled wine, that's it. They it's essentially a sangria, but because it's got chunks of stuff that's delicious, but it's heated up.
Yes, a heated bowl of mulled wine. I think that could be it. There's 2 soups of the night, right?
That's true. Honestly, soup of the day changes every day. So soup of the night can change every night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's warm mulled wine, and sometimes it's crab
alphabet
bisque.
soup.
Sometimes it's alphabet soup, but only with letters that will produce the dirtiest words.
Or what if sometimes it's like when you're making Kraft macaroni and cheese and you put in too much milk, so then it just like essentially becomes a soup.
That's disgusting.
Why are you saying that like you enjoy this time?
She's like, hey, you know that's something that I do that probably no one else enjoys? Yeah.
No, I accidentally do it sometimes and then I still eat it. I feel like that's a pretty nighttime soup.
I think that sounds like a nightmare soup, is what that sounds like.
Well, you're a Kraft hater,
I
so you
hate
would
Kraft
think that.
mac and cheese. Send it to hell where it belongs.
The whole country of Canada hates you now.
I love Canada, but not Kraft. I'm sorry.
Well, they hate you for being mean about their Kraft dinner.
You know what? They have so many things that I enjoy. They can't turn on me for one thing that I hate.
It's the staple of Canada.
They're nice. No, the staple of Canada is maple syrup and mousses and hockey.
But, like, actually, Kraft dinner is, like, the number one most eaten food in Canada.
Okay, and the number one most punished person in this house is about to be you. I'm about to slap a bitch. Up in here.
Ooh, remember, Marissa, I did say I have a plan to scare you.
Yeah, I don't...
So, tread
It's a
carefully.
whole
I
thing.
like tuned out for a hot minute and tuned back in to like I have a plan to scare you, and I'm afraid that I've let this go off the rails here.
You absolutely have, and a lot of that needs to be cut because it's just preposterous at this point.
Well, guess what, guys?
What?
It's time for What Two Are You?
Ooh.
I'm sorry, got the giggles.
Chill out. We haven't gotten to anything yet.
I know. It's because it's 11 p.m. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was thinking about a Kraft dinner.
How is that funny? Why?
It's not. It's 11.
I'm laughing at you.
This is my life. This is what I live with
This is us at night.
at night.
Okay. What two are we? What two? Ooh. Tell me what the two are.
We haven't gotten there yet.
What? That's the whole point, is we have to discuss and decide together what the two are.
I'm waiting for you to stop laughing so I can announce what the What Two Are You are.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, you've stopped. What two Chronicles of Narnia characters are you?
Oh. Narnia. To be fair, I only know about the movies. I don't recall the books much at all.
I was about to say the same. I mean, I do know the books, but I'm much more familiar with the movies, so it's going to be influenced by that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I wanted to specify it was Chronicles of Narnia and not just like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, because we could pull from the other books and movies that we may know.
And we will.
Sure. But I gotta say, like, there are two characters that I've always associated with Marissa, just
What?
like vibes, and I don't have a reason for either, and I don't think that they'll work necessarily.
Pitch
but I
them.
gotta say it. The answer is Edmund and Mr. Tumnus.
I've always thought of you as Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah, I thought of you as Mr. Tumnus.
Okay, well that's fine. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe it's because he wears red.
That's the stupidest reason I've ever heard.
I don't know. I've always thought about Marissa with Mr. Tumnus. This has been happening since I was a child. It didn't need good reasons.
All right. Well, that's garbage.
All right, so thank you for all of that I have to cut now.
Yeah.
Please, state again the one that we liked and then say why.
Marissa is Edmund. Peanut-shaped head would betray us all for dessert.
Maybe.
I'm kidding. Marissa's actually very loyal, but
But I do like dessert.
But she does love a dessert. She's got middle child syndrome, and so does Edmund real bad.
Yeah.
When she gets angry, she gets all like revengey.
Yeah, petty is the word.
Yes, petty, thank you. It's nighttime.
Revengey.
And also he's like hella pale. Marissa is also hella pale. He's like this weird mixture between brave and also cowardly.
Yeah, I relate.
And Marissa is also a weird mixture of like super brave when it's important, but also like cowardly sometimes. And, yeah. Although I don't think Marissa's ever had Turkish delight.
I have not. I've heard that it's nothing like it looks like. So that's disappointing.
Yeah, I've heard
I know.
that too. It is very sad.
I've actually looked it up, and no Turkish delight image that I found on Google looks remotely like what they showed in the film.
Literally.
It's like red jelly covered in powder, basically. But, I don't know what it tastes like, but that's the consistency of it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not about the Turkish delight. It's about his pettiness, but his, heart of gold underneath his petty himself.
Yes.
His very insecure and jealous self.
And the fact that, some hot and intimidating lady came over and was like, yo, what's up? You want me to give you everything you want? I feel like Marissa in that situation would be like, yes, please.
Absolutely. I mean, if a hot, intimidating woman promises you a lot of things, I don't see why you would say no, Why would
I don't
you?
think I would.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying I don't think you would either, which just adds to the Edmund.
It was the general you. I think everyone
Yeah.
would feel the same on this.
You, the listener, as well.
You.
You, the listener, are Edmund.
Everyone's a little bit Edmund.
Everyone's a little bit Edmund sometimes. Okay, we're getting off track. Let's keep going.
Doesn't mean we go around betraying
No.
our family.
No. Okay, Ena is Mr. Tumnus.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I love Mr. Tumnus.
Little bit dumb, but heart of gold.
This strange mixture of whimsical and serious.
Yeah, it is a strange mixture, huh?
That's so true.
And that is Ena. And he's very welcoming, very kind, very friendly, would do a lot to help people.
Likes music.
Likes music, dislikes shirts.
Would potentially betray you and then feel really guilty about it and try to fix it.
And then be frozen. You would be frozen.
Wears accessories.
Yes. It is 11:11 Make-A-Wish. Okay. So, yeah, no, Ena would definitely betray us, though. We've talked about this before.
Absolutely.
But I would feel really bad about it and then try to fix it.
You would not try to fix it because in this case, we've been saying that you would betray us when you send us to jail for murdering somebody instead of helping us hide the body.
True.
Well, I would try to help you while you were in jail.
You would not.
How do you help us in jail?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Give you
off
money.
course. We're getting off course. Ena's Mr. Tumnus, and we know why. It seems right. The only thing that she doesn't have in common with Mr. Tumnus, besides the lack of goat legs, is her nose is very small and his is very big.
Very big.
Those are the two differences.
But that's it. Otherwise, I mean, her name is even Mr. Tumnus.
It is. And her horns, she has little goat horns too. Like, it's uncanny, honestly. Me. It's time for me.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I'm the only one used to operating at this hour. I have to rein it
Amy,
in.
Amy is Reapachi.
I was gonna fucking say that if you didn't. I'm gonna fucking say that.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
Oh, I am Reaper Cheap. Oh.
Hilarious. Has way too much confidence.
In case a
Definitely.
listener doesn't know, he's the sassy mouse.
Reaper Cheap is the best. I love Reaper Cheap.
Way too much confidence. Definitely like a charmer for sure.
He's basically Rocket from Guardians, but before it was cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. And his name is Reapachi.
Reapachi.
I mean, that's fabulous.
That is very Amy vibes. Like, shit. I'm not even joking with you when I said, like, in my head, I was like, Ratagast. And I was like, that's not his name. So I looked up what his name was and was reminded that it's fucking Reapacheep, which is the best name ever. And I was like, Reapacheep, that's me. And I was just looked it up so that I could tell you guys when you didn't say Reapacheep that I thought I was Reapacheep.
No, we
Then you
all knew
did.
that this was going to happen.
I'm glad. I'm excited.
He'll
Thank
sass you. He'll mouth off at you. He's this small person that's it's like a small dog, how they will just absolutely go after a Great Dane. You know, they have big person energy in a small package. Amy's not the smallest, but she's on the smaller side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that my wrestling name can be Reapacheep.
Yeah, pitch that.
I will.
Yeah. And maybe they'll let you bring in like a lance and everything.
Maybe they'll let me dress up like a mouse. it because that was not a well-received movie. All right, next one. Round 2. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it. Ena is Peter.
Ah, yes, good boy Peter.
He's a good boy. He's serious. He's got moral OCD.
He does. That's a fun way of saying it.
Literally, he has to do the right thing, not because he wants to, but because he feels obligated.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of takes responsibility for the family. He's very milquetoast,
Yeah.
Milk toast.
but a good boy.
But he is a good boy.
And when it's important, he's very brave. I think especially when he's doing something for other people, he's braver.
Mm-hmm.
That does feel very Ena. Baba is a baba bop. That feels very Ena to me.
Feels very eeny.
That feels
Eeny,
very
meeny, miny, mo.
Eeny teeny weeny. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
I agree.
Also attractive.
True.
They both have a very innocent boy face. Well, she's got an innocent girl face, but you know what I'm saying.
Ina's innocent boy face.
She's got an innocent boy face. What can I say? It's late.
I have innocent boy face. I played Chip.
Maybe we all do. We just have.
We do have the same face. We figured this out.
Yeah, I just haven't had the time to shine. I once played a really weird looking man.
Yeah.
But wasn't an innocent boy.
You looked like the berries and cream kid.
Very secret.
I think that Marissa is Susan.
Interesting.
Very smart. Just like Marissa can take charge when she needs to, but also like I think people often try to overlook her and then she's like, well, fuck you overlooking me. I'm gonna actually be the baddest bitch ever, and then you're gonna regret that you that you looked over me. Like, I'm gonna be amazing, and then you're gonna try to take credit for how amazing I am, but actually, it's all me, bitch.
She's also
And
super
that's
smart.
Marissa. I said that.
Oh.
She's also gorgeous.
Oh, gorgeous, yes.
Gorgeous.
God, she was so hot.
Absolutely.
So pretty.
I mean, she was one of my crushes as a child, one of my fictional crushes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even realize that until this moment. I like retrospectively realized all my girl crushes as a child because I did not know that's what they were as a kid. So like nowadays I'll just be like, oh, huh, I really had a crush on them. Anyway.
It's funny that Marissa ended up as 2 of the kids.
Look at me go. Kind of the best ones if you think about it because they've got the most personality.
Lucy over here would like to talk.
Lucy's my favorite.
I know you love Lucy. Ha, you love Lucy.
That's the second episode in a row that's been said by you. And the first time we didn't catch it until I was editing and I was like, damn it, we didn't make that joke.
No!
You literally said,
that's-
I love Lucy.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
I know. Anyway.
But does Lucy love Amy?
No.
That's the question.
He actually might.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Lucille Ball now.
Oh, no, she would hate me.
Right?
I think she would feel threatened by me.
I think so.
My prowess. The amount of chocolate I can fit into my mouth at once.
Okay, well, I came up with the one for Amy that we already have, so...
Which is another way of saying she's got no idea.
What
else you could be.
I kind of have something, but I want to see if Marissa
It's
has
okay, you
something.
could tell me I'm Aslan. I know I'm Liam Neeson voice.
You wish you were the god character.
Well, you got nothing else, so I have
No,
to assume.
my answer is Diggory Kirk.
Who in the fuck is Diggory Kirk?
Absolutely not.
It's the professor.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay, well then you gotta be better.
Okay, I'm going to. Prince Caspian.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, okay.
He's
Because
in the same fucking movie, isn't he?
it is the same movie. You're very that movie vibes. He's this pretty boy. I mean, very beautiful. Main trait, honestly, is how pretty he is.
That's so true.
He's always trying to prove himself because I think he knows he's mostly a pretty face to everyone. So he's always trying to prove himself. He also has a lot of political shit, but he's kind of, as much as he thinks he's like the smartest person in the room, he's kind of a himbo.
He is
He's
definitely
a
big
himbo.
himbo vibes.
But like he has no idea he's a himbo.
No.
That's Amy.
He's also very romantic and he's got that flowing hair.
Who doesn't love Ben Barnes? Like, come on.
Exactly. I don't know. He's very feisty. So, I mean, I feel like that's all I need to say about that.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
In conclusion, Amy is Reepicheep and Prince Caspian. Marissa is Edmund and Susan Pevensey. And Ena is Mr. Tumnus and Peter Pevensey.
All right.
Alright, guys, next question. What would the Squid Games be if they were games from our childhood?
Oh, boy. Okay.
Polly Pockets.
Jeez. That's not a game you can make competitive.
Yes, you can. You can. Because winning or losing is how well you get into it, you know? How great is your storyline?
Winning or losing is whether or not you can convince Amy and Marissa to fucking play with you.
No, it's not even convincing. It's blackmail.
Blackmail, yeah.
How best can you blackmail them into playing with you?
Yes, I had to blackmail Amy and Marissa into playing with me because they didn't like me.
No.
That's not true.
We didn't like Polly Pockets.
Yeah, we didn't like Polly Pockets.
What do you mean? You always had so much fun.
We did, but we never wanted to do it, and I don't know how to explain that to you. It was a child thing.
Polly Pockets is right out. All of our games of pretend, right out. When I said our childhood games, I didn't necessarily mean like games we specifically played as a family. I mean like games that are popular when we were kids, like how Squid Game is based on like Korean childhood games.
Right.
What would we do if we brought it to America and we played it?
Tag.
Tag. Very good.
A deadly game of tag. And specifically, though, it's like freeze tag. You know, instead of like being like tag, it's freeze tag. So the moment you're tagged, they kill you, is what I'm trying to say.
I see. But then, do they like draw straws to see who's a tagger? Because...
Yeah, they must have a way of switching. I don't remember the rules of freeze tag, but there's gotta be a way to switch.
Freeze tag was your team. Oh, maybe they would play it in like teams of some kind or something. Because basically what it would be like one person.
Oh, yeah, because they unfreeze each other.
Yeah.
All right, I'm changing. Just regular tag, okay?
Regular
is a
tag.
very popular game as kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty self-explanatory. They run, you tag, they die.
They like tag you with a knife. That
Yeah,
tagger it.
The actual Squid Game employees are the taggers.
Ah, yes.
They're all it. And everyone else has to run, and then it's like a time limit, how long you have to survive for.
And they're all in there like, why did I sign up for this? I didn't think there'd be physical exercise.
Right, it's not very long because they don't want their employees to get tired and then like revolt.
Exactly.
So it's probably like one of the earlier games.
I do want to say that Ena said hide and go seek, and that is absolutely correct, except it would be ghosts in the graveyard specifically.
Ghost in the graveyard!
Yes,
Aha!
which was the hide and seek at night. You'd play with like flashlights, and it was extra scary because, you know, people didn't actually see anything. You're like literally hiding behind trees, and like parents would be freaked out, and I was always like banned from playing it at people's houses because their parents were afraid that we were gonna like get lost or something. I don't know.
And they didn't want us yelling at night.
And they did want us yelling at night, but it was fun as shit, yo. When we could play it, it was the best times. And like, it would be extra good because dark and spooky for scary murder game. Hee hee.
It would be perfect.
You know what? Back when Ena was talking about like our games, I was like, damn, what if we like made like fucking Sims 1 into a Squid Game? You're all playing Sims, and just like the first one to have like a fucking burglar break into your house, or like a skunk come onto your property and they just kill you when that scary music comes on the game.
That scary music.
My God.
I ripped my soul from my body as a child every time.
We literally would play that game, and the second the scary music came on, we would pause the game and run into the other room, freaking out until Crystal could come around and be like, look, it's just a fucking skunk. You just gotta call the animal control.
It was like a raccoon.
Or if Crystal wasn't around, I would like bravely come back about 20 minutes later and be like, we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And get past it, and we would still be scared the whole time.
I think that's a fun idea. I have another pitch.
Yes.
Floor is lava.
Oh, there's gotta be a floor is lava
But they
one.
could make
Yes.
the floor literally lethal somehow. Like, not actual lava, but like it'll kill you somehow.
Why not actual lava?
Well,
Let's
I mean,
go.
that'd be a little hard to control. But it could be like boiling water or some shit.
True, that could be. And you have weights on you or something.
And they could make like an elaborate obstacle course.
Yes.
and say, get to the other side.
The floor is lava is perfect for this.
Right? I love that idea, honestly. I'm proud of myself.
It's fabulous.
That was a stroke of genius. Dr. Goose.
Dr. Goose, Foursquare, or Dodgeball.
Oh, Foursquare.
Imagine Dodgeball, except like maybe they're throwing like spiked ass balls at you.
Yikes. Sometimes those balls hurt anyway.
Honestly, yeah.
Especially
You get conked in the head with those, ugh.
when they use like kickballs.
Which was like most of the time. I don't know.
Why would they do that? That hurts so much.
I don't get it.
It was so much better when they used the foam balls.
Yeah, they just didn't fly as well.
Yeah. I don't know. Foursquare got pretty intense as a kid. I think that could be fun.
Foursquare is definitely like when you're down to the final four.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea.
Honestly, Cat's Cradle for the one-on-one final battle.
Yes, absolutely.
Just whoever fucks it up first.
I think that's great. I think another idea, like a really funny idea, it could honestly be like the first round, because they really want to cull the group down in the first round,
Mm-hmm.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, shit.
One of them is going to lose.
Yes, I love that.
Maybe if you tie, you both are spared because it's the first round and they're merciful. Ish.
Oh, I was gonna say
They're both killed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that could be also.
It could go either way. It is up to the discretion.
Yeah, it's up to their mood on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Ena, you've said none after Polly Pockets. Please, one more. For the people.
I said hide and seek.
Oh, you did say hide and seek, but one more for the people.
One more.
One more for the people. Mother May I. And they'll just be like,
I love Mother May I, but also, like, you saying that made me think of Red Rover also, which would be the same fucking deal.
Red Rover's already half deadly.
It is?
Kids have died playing that shit, literally.
Wait a minute, speaking of another deadly one, musical chairs.
Ooh.
Oh my god, that one tooth and nail. But the only reason why you can't do that is because that one usually ends with one winner. They'd have to be like...
Well, you could do it in, like, the tug-of-war game way, where it's like, we have teams.
Oh, that's true.
Or it's like a combination of the tug-of-war one and the Stones game one, where it's like, pick your teams. Everyone's like, oh, I got my team. And then it's like, ha, turns out your team's fighting against each other.
Yes!
Only one of you can live. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's so twisted, and I love it.
Yes.
And that game is already so vicious and rife with cheating. And the moment someone cheats, they die.
And also just imagine, like, it's like played on a floor of like a bunch of trapdoors. And so like the second somebody doesn't get a chair, they like fall through the trapdoor to their death.
And then to get rid of one of the chairs each round, they just trapdoor it.
Oh, yeah.
For the drama flair.
And then definitely at one point somebody's gonna like not stand up in time.
Yikes.
Just like on probably the first round, somebody accidentally doesn't stand up in time. And then they're like,
Yeah, they won't stand for that.
Literally.
Yeah, get it?
But
oh, that's amazing.
Hey.
Yes.
Well, guys, that's all the ice breaking we could do today. If we do any more ice breaking, you will hear Ena start snoring because I can tell already she's almost asleep.
She started with so much energy, and now she's like not speaking anymore.
I'm sorry.
If you'd like to send us a question, message us on Facebook or Instagram at Fess Up Podcast. Send us an email at fessuppodcast@gmail.com. Tweet a question at us at fessup_podcast. And don't forget to use the hashtag #UbFest. Send us new questions or let us know what happened when you used our icebreakers with your friends. Share our podcast with everyone you know and get the word out there about your 3 wacky friends.
At night.
At night. That's it for me. I've been Amy Fess at night.
I've been the hash-slinging slasher at night.
And I've been Ena Fess at night.
Time to get some delicious split pea soup. The soup of the night.
Bye!
Everyone's a little bit Edmund sometimes.
Doesn't mean we go around betraying our family.
At night.